I mean, that has to happen. If it doesn't...
If it doesn't?
I can't let my daughter know that I don't want to be a mom.
That's the second time you've suggested that you don't want to be a mother.
Well, I didn't mean that. I mean, I'm not used to this therapy. You know, I've always wanted to be a mother. I want to be a mother.
It's just not what you expected it to be. This room is a safe place, Robin, and it's important that you be honest about your feelings.
Okay, but I mean, I'm not one of those people that thinks therapy fixes everything.
It fixes one thing. You know you have an illness and you're...
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know a lot of women have issues after they give birth. You know, there's that lack of sleep, there's hormonal imbalance. You know, I've always been able to figure out things on my own. I can handle this. You wouldn't know this, but I originally had planned to get pregnant in vitro. I wanted a kid so badly, I thought, I'm going to do this with or without a man in my life. Now Patrick is the perfect father, and here I am, the one making the mess of everything.
I'm sure Patrick's a great guy, but there's no such thing as a perfect father.
Well, I just meant that, you know, this isn't the way things were supposed to be. I had it all figured out.
You talk a lot about how things should be, but I don't hear a lot about how you feel.
I feel stretched too thin. That's how I feel. I feel irritated. I'm bitchy. I snap at Patrick. I don't want to eat. I am angry. You know, I feel a lot. But not when it comes to Emma. I feel nothing, and I feel, I mean, if you haven't noticed, I've also lost the ability to form a coherent sentence.
You're doing fine. How about your husband? How's that relationship?
I've lost interest in sex, which makes me feel guilty and completely incompetent. But of course I blame him for it, and I get angry, and then I start to feel guilty all over again, and then that just becomes a whirlwind of all these impulses.
What kind of impulses?
I've done some research on postpartum depression, and I've already settled on a treatment plan that works for me.
Have you?
Yes, I want to start hormone therapy in conjunction with a nutritionist supervised diet. I've read that a well-balanced organic diet helps balance the hormones, and I plan to exercise regularly.
Well, if you've got it all figured out, why are you here?
To please my husband.
In all my years of practice, I've never had a patient who successfully overcame anything for someone else. You have to do it for yourself.
Are you questioning that I'm qualified to make a diagnosis?
Only one of us gets to have a God complex in this room. I'm the doctor, you're the patient, and I'm telling you, you're in a world of trouble.
Maybe I should get a second opinion.
Be my guest. I've heard enough to determine that you're clinically depressed.
I don't think that taking a pill solves the problem.
I'm not negating your treatment plan. It's smart to include diet and exercise. The meds are meant to work in conjunction with our therapy and your lifestyle changes, so that the next time you want to turn right instead of left, maybe you'll think twice.
All right. I'll see you next week.
With your current symptoms, I suggest we start out by meeting every day.
Not bad, huh?
It's up to you. You can either get serious or continue doing what you're doing now.
Okay. Fine. You win. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I know I should have called first. first.
You kidding me? Get in here. How was therapy?
Ugh, God, I hated it. It was awful.
What?
Talking about my issues.
That's the first step. You're just opening the door.
But I've always prided myself on being smart and articulate, and everything I just said to this person was wrong. I felt like I was just digging a deeper hole for myself.
You know what? It took me a while to figure out there is no right way or wrong way. You just gotta deal. You just gotta put it out there.
I mean, I've been dealing with illness my whole adult life. With having HIV, having to tell people about it, being honest. But I just can't get the words out on this. I mean, the official diagnosis is postpartum depression. It's what I have. I have no idea how it happened. I don't know. I've just always been so strong.
You are strong. This isn't something you snap out of. It's more complicated than that.
Well, you did. When you were diagnosed with bipolar, you got through it.
Yes, I did. With help.
I know that I need help to get through this. I mean, I've done the research.
Mm-hmm.
I even presented my shrink with a plan. Hormone therapy, a certain kind of diet, exercise. Well, I mean, I have to be proactive. I can't expect this person to just miraculously cure me, and that's not how I'm wired.
What'd the doctor say?
Antidepressants.
Okay.
I come up with this very well thought out holistic treatment plan, and she says she wants me to take a pill. I mean, it's just so typical. She's more worried about a malpractice suit than what's actually right for me.
You know something? That's exactly what I thought, and I could not have been more wrong. I gotta tell you, I'm old school about this. I thought taking medication would be a sign of weakness, and in my world, as you know, you can't let people see you weak. Then I thought that it would, I don't know, flatten me out, take away my anger, my joy,
Thank you.
change who I am.
They didn't.
No, I mean, look, the wild mood swings got under control, the highs and lows, they evened out. I got off that damn roller coaster that was destroy me. And I gotta tell you something. Medication saved my life. And it saved the life of the people I love who had to live with me.
I understand, and I'm glad that worked for you. But what you and I have is different. The way that you and I cope is different. I'm a doctor. I've done the research, and there are other ways to treat postpartum depression. This hormone therapy, for starters.
Why don't you do both?
But why do I have to be treated in the same generic way that every other woman that has postpartum depression?
Why do you think you'd be the exception?
Well, I just want a chance to get better without antidepressants. I mean, if I have to take a pill to take care of my daughter, if I have to be drugged up to function, what's the point of being a mother at all?